Raven, representing Rappin with Raven. Tonight I'm at Headspin Studio. I'm about to go into the studio to speak to one of my favorite MCs, Jeru The Damaja. We're gonna get into a lot of hip hop talk about the various, projects he's working on, all that good stuff. So follow me into the studio where Jeru is waiting. All right, let's go.
The Jeru of today and the Jeru of 20 years ago,
right,
we two different people. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the same. I still hold my same values, but I've learned a lot in life as well. And the fact is, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand you can't, if you want to do something you love, you have to get paid to do it. But me personally, I never make a record to just try and get on the radio or anything. I'm really not concerned because that's not my lane. Right. You gotta know your lane and how to drive, So I know to drive in my lane. What I have to do is just, and it's not about, and a lot of times too, let me say this, is that people be wanting to try to stay stuck in that past. You know what I mean? They want you to come out with records that sound like before, but I think you should do new things. It should be innovative, new stuff, but just dope, And I'm just not into the whole aspect of, all right, this record sound like this, let me make a record like that, because that's not where I come from. Right. I come from, you want to be different than everybody else. You don't want to be the same. And we grew up in that era that it was certain rules and certain things that you didn't do, but it's certain unwritten rules and certain lines you don't cross. And I think today, everything is good, everything goes. It's like whatever. Right. Oh, somebody did that, I'ma do it too. That was an unwritten rule. That was kind of a written rule. You didn't bite. Okay. That was known as biting. You know what I'm saying? And it's a million different things and a million different songs about biting. Sucker MCs. Potholes in my lawn. It's all about biting. You trying to take my style. You create your own style. So that created a more competitive and a more creative environment because you didn't want to sound anything like anybody. Right.
Made fraud bleed every time I G, cause I perfected my drunkard style like Sam C.
Of the club, shake what your mama gave you. Back to the lab, I drop the truth, cause rhyming is more than just my craft.
Back in the days, Biz said it was the vapors, but today I realize that it's the papers. Cause ain't no fiends coming in.
You just came back from Europe, and I wanted to ask you because, we noticed that a lot of rappers are over there, doing shows, and you always hear the reasons for it, I mean, because here, it's like the same 5 rappers or MCs get, to do shows, right? And then they're out there, it seems like they appreciate more of a variety. Is that the case? Like, do you know why that's the case? I mean, why?
I mean, I can tell you what my personal situation is. My personal situation is that I just have loyal fans, and they've been with me since day one, and they rocking with me all the way till the wheels fall off. Yeah, that's basically it, and they still appreciate the culture of it. What created hip hop was the crate digging and the sampling. So you listened to other things, other records from other places, other countries, you have a broader. I feel like my generation has a broader knowledge of music.
You can't be mad at anyone trying to make money. Like like X amount of years ago, if a certain rapper that we liked did like a commercial with the Gap or did something, we'd be like, you selling out.
I listen. I had few opportunities to do. It's funny that you mentioned that. Levi's, and they offered me the first Sprite commercial, and I turned it down. I was a fool. You know what I'm saying? I was a fool because I'd be still getting those checks now. Yeah. Well, what was the reason? Was it because you didn't drink? I didn't drink Sprite, and I ain't wear Levi's. I was a fool. I should have put that Sprite can right in my hand
and wore Levi's
straight up and down. And I'm no step and fetch shit or nothing. Just want some business shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry I ain't the hero that you need in your life.
I'm just trying to make music.
Yeah. Well, making music, because you have this project, but you have 2 others. So you have about 3 right now.
Right now I have my Polish project I'm working on.
Okay.
I have the project I'm getting into with my man Juju from the Beat Nuts. Look out for that. And then I'm doing my solo project.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a lot of things going on. We in the studio every day.
Yeah.
Keeping it hip hop, keeping it dope, but still new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not like, I don't want to be back in the 90s.
Right.
I'm just trying to make timeless music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just say, you know, for everybody who's watching or whatever, I'm not going to say I'm the best.
Okay.
But I'm definitely one of the best.
Okay.
You know, take it how you want to take it. Whoever's watching it.
Have you ever thought, because you've been doing this for basically your adult life, did you ever think about having another job? Like, was there ever a moment where you're like, all right, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna do this?
Nah.
Never.
I mean, right now I'm into photography.
I know.
That's my
segue.
That's my next job.
Next job. You've been doing dopeness with the
But I mean, that's my next job. You know,
Okay.
I'm gonna pop that off. They're gonna see, you know, some exhibitions and stuff like that.
That'd be really dope.
But things like that, or writing screenplays, you know, anything creative, but like thinking about, if this is, I'm stuck in this.
Yeah.
You know, this is it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be doing this for, I don't know, until, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. But that's dope, like you said, it's what you love anyway, so
Right.
it works out.
Perfectly.
Well, thank you so much for letting us come through. I know you won't let me, you know, get you in the booth. Maybe if I just like go in the corner, you won't notice all the cameras.
Yeah. Good luck.
I generically signed your autograph. I'm sorry if you feel I ain't bring the heat since the wrath. I'm sorry if I
Raven the Blazing Eurasian, Jeru The Damaja, Rappin with Raven, here in Headspin Studios, New York City. This how we do it every day, all day. Peace.
apology for what it's worth. I'm sorry, but life is filled with all type of hard knocks, and if you can't handle it, kick rocks.
Do you read your lyrics off your phone?
To me, that's the corniest shit ever in life.
Okay. In life?
In life.
Okay, why is it so corny to you?
And I don't know, it just feel corny. I don't know, I need to write.
Right. So
I'm OG, I need a pen and a paper.
Want me to be? I'm sorry, I don't understand, and you can't understand me. I'm sorry.
This is my rhyme book right here.
There you go.
Force us home for imaginary friends. You know, got my man Blue on there.
Close. I can't deal with commitment, so I'm sorry. I'm ghost. I'm sorry.
I actually gonna lay that down when y'all break out.
Oh, we can't watch it.
We gonna
When y'all break out.
lay that
It's like
down.
all the fun happens when you guys leave.
You know what I mean? I'm a ninja. I don't like too much shit
Nah, I
on
feel
camera.
you.
Was involved, and you got your heart broken. I'm sorry it went down like that. I ain't joking. I'm sorry it had to be that way. I'm sorry for all the games I felt I had to play. I'm sorry if I was